Good morning, everyone. All right, it is day 3 in this unnamed room, and I'll show you all how it looks. All the crack filler is properly sealed and cured, and now we're gonna paint. So let's take a look and then hop into it. All right, this is how we're looking. If you guys remember, this was like a super milky white color. Now it's a gross milky white color. It doesn't matter. This little thing I'm about to rip off. So yeah, now just gonna go through and check any spots that have tile that needs to come up. We're gonna take out all the stuff that's in this mechanical room, rip that out real quick, and yeah, then we're gonna paint. It's raining currently. Normally when it rains, we have water that seeps up over here, so I'm happy that's not happening right now. And the point of this paint and then the sealant that goes over top is to seal the concrete. So hopefully that'll get rid of it. Yeah, well, without further ado, let's get this sucker painted. Okay, just finished up working in the that little elevator mechanical room. It deemed more work than I had hoped it would be because that big box generator, it's not a generator, I don't know what it is. You can't pick it up. And I found out the wall, I'll just show you. This wall right here was added after the carpet. So you got carpet over those tiles, and you got the drywall, but then in this room, it just continued. So they built the wall on top. So I wasn't able to get all of it out. This, again, is just a little closet, nothing too special, but I think it came out all right. And we got a decent amount around that box. Swept it a bunch, and I went around and vacuumed everything. And right now, my buddy Tony, Mr. Fixin' It, our handyman here at Home Church, he's mopping. We're using Myers cleaner. And Tony was just saying that he's gonna put this down and then he'll come back with a clean mop and clean water, rather, no product, and then get all the soap up. And this is going to really get that smell out. The stuff I bought at the dollar store, maybe it worked, I'm not sure. It didn't affect the smell at all in here. The incense helped a little bit, but this is really going to do the job. And yeah, so we're gonna get this all the soapy water down, and then we're going to get the clean water to take it all up, let it dry, have a couple other projects we're going to do, and by the time it dries, we'll get to painting. Here's how it's looking so far. We got 2 fans going, and things are looking better. Doesn't smell as bad, it just smells damp. It smells wet in here, which figures. So yeah, gonna let this get completely dry, and then likely going to just sweep and vacuum once more. Maybe we'll go over it again once more with the mop, and then time for some paint.
2,000 years later.
All right, everyone, it is time to paint. I'm excited. This room has taken like 3 days now, 2.5, 3 days to prep, and now is the time that, you know, you make the change that everyone actually sees. But it will not look as good as I know it's going to look unless we did everything we did. So I'll show you guys what I'm using, the tools, supplies, yada, yada, yada. We'll get to it. Here we go. We got the paint, we got the roller, I got the brush, and that's it. So I'm going to start cutting out. Cutting basically means, you know, either taping and then using a brush or a small roller, and you're going to do all the edges. Well, why would you do that, Matt? Well, if you take the roller and you get nice and close, there's still going to be a bit of a gap, and you don't want to get on the wall. So I'm just going to use the brush, go around, knock that out, and then Tony's going to follow with the roll, and he'll roll it on. So I'll be cutting it as he starts rolling. We'll get a nice flow going, and then, you know, that'll be that. First coat's done. Here's how we're looking, everyone. So on the left side, down there, it's gonna be a little bit darker, Tony thinks, because the adhesive was still on the ground. The concrete was black, it was stained. This side was not, so he thinks it's gonna be a little lighter. Now, I think it just needs to dry. So that's what's going to happen. I should have turned off the light before I got to this point, but yeah. I think that about wraps it up for today. Thank you guys for watching. It's been a long day. You know the saying, like, you don't want to wait and watch paint dry. Can't sit and watch paint dry. It takes as long as paint will dry. I don't know how it goes. But yeah, that's what I did a lot today. Just kind of waiting, finding other tasks to do. I made a big pile of stuff, as one does. And yeah, so the first coat's down. I am like 80% sure we're going to need another coat. When I was putting it down, I was like, oh man, Tony, we need one coat, that's it. And then, you know, I kept going and I was like, In all honesty, we'll be fine without 2 coats, yeah. But do I do just fine? No. Should I? Sometimes, but that's okay. Yeah, so I'll come back in tomorrow, slap another coat down, need 72 hours dry, so that puts at about Wednesday, and then it's time for a clear coat. Clear coat, I was shaking that thing, and it just sounds like water, so I don't know what that's about. I think it's just because that's the texture of it. So I'm gonna put that down Wednesday, and that takes 24 hours dry. And then by that point, y'all, I mean, the room's done. And the goal is we can just move everything in the hallway that I'm walking through, and I'll show you all that another time. All the junk in there we can put into that room that we've been working on, the unnamed room. Still need a name for it, but that's fine. And the stuff from Fellowship Hall. And when that's done, the hallways can get done. The lights going up in the Fellowship Hall. When that's complete and everything's clear from in there and the floor's been cleaned, we're getting the floor done. We're keeping the floors, just getting waxed, stripped. Flip that. And yeah, well, y'all, clearly I'm very tired. I'm not making any sense. Where am I? What's my name again? What's today? Have I eaten? Corona who? I don't know her? Yeah. Well, stay weird, y'all, and go do something new today. Let me know any new things you guys are working on. And yeah. All right. Peace.